Hi, I am Lively once again with one of these, but this one is like hella important. So I hope that you continue watching until maybe the end. I don't know, maybe that's a crazy request. So today I'm gonna talk about my comic, and basically that's all that there is. Just gonna I wanna introduce my comic today. Its name is, as the thumbnail says, The Souls of Gods. Comic description, the synopsis, the summary is girl is unhappy about life and is lonely. But then she doesn't show that she's unhappy. But then it's obvious in the first few chapters. This isn't spoilers because it's in the first few chapters, so it's okay. I think. I don't know. She's unhappy with her life. She's a god, by the way. She's a god, and she's unhappy because she's a god who is weird, and she feels like the only way to unweird herself is if she gets a job as a god, like an official god. My voice is scratchy. If she gets a job as a god and protects souls, and there is this training ground, quote unquote, training ground for gods to see if they are ready for this kind of thing. But the people of that training ground hate being a training ground because I love this line that I wrote on the script. It's a cruel game. I forgot the line, but it's a cruel game. And that's basically what it is, with gods coming and going, and leaving the world not better, which is what they were supposed to do when coming in, but leaving it worse. So there's that thing where now the world is just broken, and when our main character, name Della, when Della gets there, she is determined not to fail because she knows that her failure means that she goes back to her solitude. Yes, she's a very lonely soul. So she knows that if she were to fail, then she would have to go back to her dad, and that's not what she wants to do. She wants to be free and prove herself of being not weird as a god, right? That's not the gist of the premise, but what I can really give you that may be interesting. Basically, the status of the comic right now is I'm still in plotting and scripting at the same time and drawing at the same time because my mind can't work in a linear way. That's impossible for this noggin, this stinking noggin, this wonked, jonked, and funked noggin of mine. It's impossible. So I have to jump around in the process of making a comic, which is making it slower because I would be plotting. And then out of nowhere, I'm bored of plotting. So I want to pants it, and I will write the script, but then I'll get stuck. And I'll get stuck for a long time because I'm like, I'm gonna refigure it out myself. And then I don't. And then I just go back to plotting. But then it actually helps because once I'm stuck in plotting, that's when I get bored and I'm like, let me go just pants. So I pants and I get stuck. I go to plot, and then I get stuck. And then once I go to the writing again, I know what's gonna happen. So I think it's a very productive process in my opinion. Okay, comment if you have my same predicament when it comes to being so unable to work linearly. You just can't work in a straight line, and it's detrimental because you need to work in a straight line, and you need to train yourself to work in a straight line so that things go, so that your ducks are in one row. Yes, so that your ducks know where they're going. Basically I'm planning to maybe because I'm posting right now because I really wanna be committed to finishing the comic, but then at the same time I am 16 years old with school and a dream job that's not really aligned with art. But I do want to pursue art full time, maybe in the near future if my dream job doesn't pan out to be what I thought it was. Okay, but anyway, I'm planning to release it August or October. It's very drastic difference, but then I really want to be able to work on the story and make it good, right? That's my plan, is so that the story is at least decent, and all the themes that I'm trying to tackle, I don't tackle them in a way that's insensitive and stuff, in a way that's bad, because I am tackling themes, and I can tell you, just basically, it's not a self-insert, but like most of the stories that I write go this way. Complicated relationships with your parents, and I love my parent, but I don't know why I'm prone to just writing stories where characters have a complicated relationship with their parents. That might say something about me, I don't know, but anyway, my main character is very lonely because I was lonely once. I was very lonely once. And I can't talk to people anymore because of that loneliness. But this isn't a trauma dump channel. That's not the thing. I want it to be safe and happy and smiles. But I am writing a very devastating story. That's one of the, okay, let me just say tropes, is angst. I love reading sad stories. This video is gonna get very long. I love reading sad stories because, come on, I love feeling. Like, feeling devastating emotion is where I like to go. Yeah. And now I would like to talk about the background art, since I think it's gone into a weird place, because I'm not really watching it right now as I'm recording this audio. I'm sure it's gone into a very weird place, and you're just like, why the colors? It's just weird. Or maybe it hasn't even got there and I'm spoiling. But at some point they will become the characters, my main characters, both of them, right? Della is the one who's beefier, and Chloe. I don't even know how to pronounce her name, actually. I just made it up. Chloe? I always say Chloe. Then I'm like, that has an A, no? But then it's mine, so I can just say Chloe. But then Chloe sounds better. Tangent, sorry. They turned blue and red at some point. I did that because I thought it was very cute how they complement each other in any hue. In any hue. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry because they do. And you know that line in Wicked?
Pink goes good with green. Goes well with green. It so does.
I really wanted to make them because they can be pink and green. Guys, kill me. Don't kill me. That's a crazy thing to say. I'm sorry. But either way, I love them. I live for them. Either way, going back to talking about the comic. Where was I? Tropes, angst, pain, all that good stuff. Crying, tears. Theme, parents being bad, but also loving their children. But then also not knowing how painful, how much hurt they're causing their children. And also feeling regret. Cause like after evaluation of themselves. But then this isn't a story about the parents, it's about the kids going through learning that my parent loved me, but then learning that they hated me, and then learning that they love me. Or maybe learning that my parent hated me. I want to find out if they loved me, and then finding out that it was maybe in the middle. So basically those are the themes. I don't know. Maybe that's your forte, that's your cup of joe, that's your juice box, that is your can of Coke. Oh, that's your drug, that's your guilty pleasure, that's your cheese on bacon, that's your butterscotch on wine. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's there. I'm really rambling. I'm just going nowhere and I'm just talking, and I think that's gonna be my video styles. And I said this before, either way, on the last video. This is just gonna be how I make videos. I'm just gonna ramble. I'm just gonna talk. Like, it's just like cosmic spectrum. I will start explaining art that I'm doing in the background, but right now that wasn't the criteria. If you want a explanation of the art, I'll give you one short, sweet. Just wanted promotional art, that's all. It's basically promotional art for the two characters. It is a sapphic romance, as you can see, and I drew that stud. She is fine. Write in the comments if you think she is fine. At some point I wanted to join the competition with it. No, I won't be, because I'm not doing this for any financial gain. I'm just doing it for the fun and the love of making art and comics. Because I love art, even though I think I'm not that good at it. If you watched the last video, I said something intermediate. I am so sorry. I am not. This drawing that you see humbled me really bad, and I see that there is tons of room for improvement, especially on the hands. I can't draw hands. I can't even draw arms. It seems. Basically, I didn't want to post it on Webtoon for the financial thingy, and also I don't really like Webtoons, and I really wanted to draw it in a more traditional format. So I will be also working on trying to make my own website so that you can read it on there. And if maybe you don't want to read it on my own website, I will be posting it on YouTube for audience retention, of course, and then I redirect to my own website, because the censorship on Webtoons is crazy, and this is gonna be like, it's gonna be 13, 16 your works. It won't be 18 plus, of course, but there will be blood. And I've heard that people who have blood in their work have been taken away. So have been warned or either banned. So I don't really want to be doing that. Note. I really want to rewatch Pingu. No, I don't. But either way, guys, how much I love. No, actually, I do love you. If you watch this far, I do love you. Like and subscribe. I hope my singing voice didn't offend you. Either way, I have phlegm right now, Sonje. It's not a good arrangement. Like and subscribe. Comment your comic projects. Comment what you think she's saying. Comment if you like the colors. They won't be red and blue in the comic. I just like how they complement each other in this art. I love these two, and I hope you love them as much as I love them, and they love each other, and they're gonna kiss at some point, and that makes me happy. I don't know, that makes me very happy. Bye.